Today's topic, prep the coffee. Hi, I'm Doug Holt with author of Your Own Story, and this is your Daily Growth Hack, where each day we give you a tip, trick, or insight to help you up-level what we call the 5 to Thrive. That is your mind, your body, your soul, your relationships, and your business. Now, this morning I got up after a rough night. Our newborn just wasn't sleeping well, so my wife and I were up and down throughout the evening. And when I finally got up to start my day, I went downstairs and noticed that the coffee hasn't been prepped. Now, I thought about it the night before. I thought about it before going to bed. You know what, Doug? You should just prep the coffee, grind the beans, get the water ready, get it all ready so all you have to do is hit a button when you come down. Now, something simple and easy, but in the morning it seemed like such a hard task. I hadn't gotten much sleep over the last few days, and here I was faced with a dilemma. Really a big dilemma, right? Just getting the coffee ready. But what it did remind me right away was how often in other areas of my life am I not prepping the coffee? See, I enjoy my mornings much more when I'm able to sit with my wife, my son, and my wife and I enjoy a cup of coffee together. And all I have to do is walk downstairs, hit the button, and I'm able to go about my morning and come back and grab a fresh brewed pot of coffee. Now, with that being said, it reminded me of other clients I have. One of my clients, for example, just keeps missing their workouts. One thing I tell them to do is prep the night before. The night before, set your workout clothes out. Set your shoes by the door. That way it limits your excuses throughout the day. Well, what other areas in my life and maybe in yours, in our quest to be the authors of our own story, are we not prepping the coffee? Are we not prepping ourselves for success? Another area that became readily available to me, or I should say reticent to my mind, was actually really is making sure that my Kindle is charged. See, I read a chapter a day in a book, and sometimes I read it through my Kindle, and my Kindle's just not charged, and then I gotta charge it, and I gotta wait, and it throws me off. Now, it's a simple practice, and when I'm in my rhythm, I'm prepping the coffee at night, I'm putting my workout clothes out for the next day, and I've also charged my Kindle. That way, by charging my Kindle, I can actually read. There's no excuses. I'm limiting the barriers to success in my life. Now, what other areas can you do this in? What areas in your life are you not prepping the coffee? Doing the simple things that really make your life successful. Making the bed, other little things throughout the day. Maybe it's showering first thing in the morning so you feel fresh, relieved. You're ready to start your day and you're not just coming down in a robe and working if you work from home, and I know a lot of you do. Just the little things that set you up for success and allow you that little 1% increment step towards being the author of your own story. So here's what I want you to do. Grab your journal, write out your 5 to Thrive. Where in each of those categories is your prep the coffee type moment? Where in your mind are you not prepping the coffee? So again, for me, it's charging my Kindle. By charging my Kindle, I always have my book ready. And that's just allowing me to get to my monthly goals. And my body, for me, it's prepping my clothes the night before. But what is it for you? What is it that's the prep the coffee for you the night before? To set yourself up for your goals, for your success. Now, for many of you, it could be meal prep. Are you prepping tomorrow's meals to allow you to get to your goals, whether it be gaining more muscle, losing body fat, or just feeling better? Now, where in your soul? Are you setting yourself up, time in your schedule for meditation? Are you setting aside your book? Is it the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, whatever it may be? Is that ready for you for your next day to help you get a little bit better towards your goal? Or maybe it's just going outside. Are you prepped? Do you have your warm clothes set out if it's with fall and winter are coming around the corner? And then where in your relationships? Where in your relationships can you prep the coffee? Maybe that's setting out a letter to write to a friend, or getting the mailing addresses ready, or getting stamps. It really depends on what your goals are. Business. Now, if you're a business owner, you should be prepping the coffee all the time, setting yourself up for success at your workstation, so when you come back tomorrow, you know the 2 or 3 things that you really need to be focusing on. Remember that 90-91 rule, and if you don't recall that, go back to a previous episode where we talk about it. But make sure you're cleaning your workstation and prepping exactly what you need for the next day to be successful. So also beyond that, of course, share this with 3 people. Build your tribe. Having a tribe and a community around you, having conversations that really matter, as well as people to keep you accountable, allows you to become the author of your own story and actually experience success at a much faster rate. That's it for me today. Remember, go out and be the author of your own story. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Growth Hacks. Please put your comments right down below and remember to click subscribe. This way we can ensure that we're delivering these daily growth hacks right to you each and every day. On behalf of the whole team here, remember, go out and be the author of your own story.